was just confused why. They thought I was crazy.
Chickens.
That's right. Chickens have taken over St. Mary's Academy in Fayetteville, all in the name of a school-wide STEM project.
I was like, y'all want to do a chicken coop? And they're like, sure. So we started kind of planning logistically how we would implement in the various grade levels as a team, and it kind of took a life of its own from there. The kids were really like engaged and involved.
We built all this by hand. It was student made and with some supervisors.
It was fun to see it like come together and like, cause in the beginning it wasn't really much. It was just like a bunch of wood beams together in rectangles. But then like we put it all together and it actually looked like an enclosure. And I was like, oh, we did that. And so yeah, that was cool.
When you're designing things or creating things, there's rules that you have to kind of follow. So they're getting some of the natural physics, the hard sciences of understanding, what's going to happen when rain hits this roof. It has to be at a slant, otherwise it's just going to sit there and damage it, right? There's all these things that they pick up that are much more practical for them. And so they're seeing the things that are in their science, math classes come to life.
But before the build, there was a trip to the International Production and Processing Expo in Atlanta.
We saw a bunch of designs, a bunch of new improvement technology of like chicken coops made outside. And so we wanted to use some of that technology and as well as make our own design to build this chicken coop.
One of the coolest things about going to this expo was not only that the kids got to see like how things that they're learning are incorporated in like real world, but we also got this watering system was donated to us by Diversified, and they completely tailored it to our coop.
They actually just went up to the people at the expo and they're like, we need a waterer, would you just give us one? they're like, well, what are you doing? And the kids actually explained the project.
I think going to IPPE really taught them some really good networking skills because they went to the different booths and had to interact and communicate with people in the industry and network and create relationships.
And so we were able to go on a field trip, get out of school one day, go talk to a lot of people that like professionally did this. It was interesting, it was fun.
Although the high school students were the ones that attended the expo and built the coop, the whole project truly is made for all grade levels.
Right now, I'm collecting the eggs. And now we're gonna count like weight them.
But even at the pre-K and kindergarten level, we got all the eggs, the kids collected them, we sat down and we weighed each one of them and they counted them and they actually filled in little colors. And then we asked them questions about the bar graph that they made, which is one of their standards at that level, is being able to interpret a basic graph. And it ties directly in what they're doing, and they get super excited about the chickens, and seeing the eggs, and they're just, they're pretty wild about it. So it's a really cool project that gives them a lot of opportunities to learn a lot of different concepts and a very practical application that's unique. They're not going to see that anywhere else.
7th graders were tasked with designing the next phase of the coop, an automatic feeder.
The design was just a plain box and like a tube, right? So I chose the thickest tube, right? Because I'm like, more chickens, more food. And then I see how many chickens there, right? So like, and then I'm like, it's all not gonna go down. I need all the food to go down. So me and my partner Jesus, right? We put ramps, right? So like as soon as we pour it, it's all gonna go down. But they were not that strong, so we had to build it again, and then it worked out. We failed at it, but like we keep going and going, so we made it like thicker and stronger.
One of the things that we thought was really the most important was for the kids to be able to fail in a safe environment, learn from that failure, and then move on from it and not allow that failure to then hold them back.
When I found out, I'm like, oh no, I messed up. Like, I'm like, oh, what do I do? And then I find out, oh wait, I have this idea, and then I fix it, and I'm like, oh, yes.
My favorite thing is the ability to interact with everybody, since some of the work that I do is more like one-person job. I work alone, but being able to be involved in this, I'm able to work with people around my age, people who are younger, people who are older, and it's just fun to have fun with chickens.
It just goes to show that if you give them the ability to run with things, there's no limit to what they can do. They can build really cool things, they can make really cool things.